Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Let's just start by pulling a card. Let's see what the theme for today is for this reading. Because I'm here tapping into a lot of cards. Here I am tapping into the energy, and it almost feels like each one of us is going through something a little different. The energies of the world are affecting us in different ways. Yeah. Here we have the eye of Horus, or the eye of Ra as well. I know that there's a left and a right one. I always forget which one it is. And one is the eye of Horus, one is the eye of Ra. If you do know, let me know in the comments below. But the key word that they gave here is healer. And the eye here is meant to represent the third eye, right? Seeing beyond our circumstances. So interesting that I started talking about how it feels like each one of us is going through something different. The situation of the world is affecting us in different ways. So we are on our own healing journey. What I also feel with this one, especially with the third eye, is trust your intuition more so than ever. New moon on the bottom of the deck. Anyway, so the healer energy is what's coming through. It's asking us to tap into our third eye. Now, which actually I've been doing that a lot recently, which is awesome. If you've been watching my previous videos, you guys know that I've been working with Goddess Hell, and I bought an oil from a friend of mine. And I will actually take just a drop of the oil and draw a pentagram on my third eye. Because it's, one, I'm connected to a specific deity. You don't have to connect to a specific deity, but she came to me and we've been friends for a while. The oil, or just, you can even tap, or you can just, without any oil or anything really, you can draw a pentagram on your third eye. You can just tap on the third eye, or really just focus on the third eye. I learned, I took some Kundalini yoga classes, and when you're kind of like in meditation or you're doing some breath work, your eyes are actually pointed at the third eye. So you could do that as well. I mean, your eyes are closed, but they're pointed in that direction. You know, instead of looking down or sideways, you're looking kind of in the middle. It may take some getting used to. It took me a few times to get used to it. Okay. Interesting. We've got the Devil card. Now in this deck, yes, okay. I just, in my mind, I got confused with the Tower card. So the Tower card, the Hebrew letter for the Tower card, I always forget the Hebrew letters, but I know what they mean. It means mouth. Where is the Tower? And it's pet. Pet means mouth in the Tower card, but I got confused with the Devil because the devil is Ain, which actually means eye. Isn't that awesome? So the cards don't lie. I always love when things like that happen. So we have the eye and we have the eye again. The Devil card in the tarot represents with the Hebrew letter Ain, which means eye. So the Devil card, I think a lot of people get scared with this card, especially if you're new to tarot and you don't, we still come from that Christian upbringing. This is actually one of the cards that drew me to the tarot. I was like, I want to know what you really mean, because I know you don't mean the devil. The devil is just a portal, because, right, in the Christian tradition, the devil is scary. The devil is pure evil. And I know we're dealing with a lot of pure evil out there in the world. We always have, but right now it's just really obvious and really prominent. So it's scary. I understand that. The devil in the tarot specifically, it gives off this really scary archetype, this really scary meaning. But really, he's a guardian. He's a portal. He's an initiation. As I just said, I work with Goddess Hell. And if you look at depictions of her, she doesn't look all that friendly or all that nice. I also, a while back, I worked with Goddess Kali. And Goddess Kali was my first introduction to a fierce goddess. If you look at images of Kali, she looks a little bit scary, right? She looks intense. But when I've meditated and tapped into her energy, I felt like at first I needed to get over my own hangups. One, who is this goddess of death? Who is this goddess of destruction? What does that mean? Whoa, I don't want anything to be destroyed in my life. But really, it's a shifting and a restructuring of things. And it's a destruction of the evil. The mythology of Mother Kali is she was actually goddess Durga. And Durga is a warrior goddess. And she was fighting these demons, but these demons kept multiplying. I think it was about the drop of the blood would fall on the floor. And from there, it would sprout another demon. So they just kept multiplying. So goddess Durga became so enraged that her skin turned black like onyx. And she just became fierce. So she would just chop all their heads off, and before the blood would fall to the floor, she would drink it. Sounds really intense. But when you're thinking about protection, and when you're thinking about healing, you actually want a goddess like that. Because while it may seem kind of intense, look at the symbols. She is drinking the blood of demons. Now, I know some people that watch me, they work with demons. So when I say demons in this case, I do mean the evil aspect. And I don't mean that. That's just, actually the word demon comes from, I believe, Greek, which meant guide. So as long as your guide is guiding you in a positive way, optimistic way, in a way that empowers you, then awesome. All right. You never want to feel disempowered by the entities that you want to work with. So when Goddess Kali, I saw her mythology, and really what she's doing is she's absorbing these demonic energies, right? What that means is she's absorbing our self-doubt, our fears that are misplaced, right? Also, she kind of taught me that your anger is justified. Some of it is not. Sometimes anger can be misplaced as well. But sometimes, a lot of times, especially now, I think anger is justified. So you're absolutely allowed to have it. Don't listen to New Age teachers that say, don't be angry, be of the love and light. Because everything is meant, in my opinion, that is my belief. I believe that even the negative energies, even the demons, are meant to teach us something empowering. They're meant to teach us something positive. If I feel a lot of self-doubt, that's telling me, okay, hold on, this needs to be worked on so I can feel more confident in this way. If I feel a lot of anger, justified anger, is it being misplaced? Am I kind of yelling at everyone that has nothing to do with my situation? Or am I actually placing that force into something creative? Which brings me back to the Devil card, because the Devil card is a creative energy. In this card, this is the Thoth deck, and as you can see, it's a pretty phallic depiction. But what the artist here created, Lady Freda Harris, depicted here is a creative force. It's that seed, right? It's that seed energy that creates something new. There's an explosion of inspiration, of creativity that comes from the Devil card. So once you're able to face perhaps something that makes you just a little bit uncomfortable, on the other side is creativity. On the other side, because the devil to me is an illusion. It's just an illusion. It's not real. Like I said, it's a portal. It's a portal to something else. It's a portal to deeper healing. So are we seeing the deeper aspects of our fears, our doubts, our anger, right? Even actually taking that, flip it on the other side, are we seeing the portal through our joy? A lot of us are afraid of happiness, are afraid of joy, because I think I was talking to a friend of mine a little while ago, and And I've had this too, I still do actually, where things are good, right? You're kind of okay, things are okay, but there is this inner anxiety that doesn't leave you because it keeps waiting for the other shoe to drop. It keeps waiting for what's next. We can't live that way. If things are good, enjoy them. You deserve when things are good. And when things are challenging, we deserve the strength and the fierceness of these dark goddesses, Kali, Hel, whoever that is that you work with, that pushes us through the challenge. When it comes to the Devil card being an illusion, to me, he's like the ultimate healer. Maybe not the ultimate, but he's a huge healer to me, because part of happiness isn't just focusing on being happy. Because when we focus on, oh, when I get this, I'll be happy. When we do get that, we actually have another goal, and we believe that that other goal will make us happier. Or when we do get that goal, it's not as glamorous as we thought it was. So focusing on happiness doesn't usually bring us happiness. It actually kind of brings us some frustration and disappointment. But really, the science of happiness is really an acceptance and an embrace of suffering. Alternatively, of happiness as well. It's acceptance. When things are happy, we accept and we relax and we enjoy. When things are challenging, we armor up and we move forward in the best way that we can. Is that making sense? So, to me, that's what it is. It's acceptance. Acceptance that we suffer, and suffering will always be a part of life. But it also accepting that things change, that we have the creative power for things to change, for things to be better, and for us to continuing strengthening our ability to face challenges. And we don't have to do it alone. All right, let's pull another card from the tarot. The Fool, another portal, another card of new beginnings. Yeah, the Fool. Okay, so yeah, the Fool is that new beginning. He, honestly, it just, I'm repeating the message now. But the Fool is all about facing things head on. You know, in this deck, he's kind of just standing here, and there's all these swirls of energies around him. But in the RWS tarot, so there is that energy of leaping forward. In the Thoth here, there's all these swirls and all these symbols all around him. So there is an acceptance of the all. It's almost like he's, you know, his arms and legs are kind of open. He's in this like embracing, surrendering moment of, yes, all these things are part of life. Beautiful art, ugly art, amazing, moving music, terrible fucking music, dance, beauty, love, heartbreak and betrayal and anger and fight. When we put it all together, we have, I don't know, the most beautiful thing that we can think of, at least in my opinion, which is just life. You know, in this deck, there's a tiger gnawing at his leg. And in the Marseille tarot, you'll see, actually he kind of looks like a cat a little bit, a dog, cat, kind of also clawing at the back of the Fool. In the RWS, we see the dog more friendly. He looks more friendly. But in the Thoth and the Marseille, he looks like he's kind of annoying the Fool. What he symbolizes is challenges, is in the midst of the world trying to distract us, do you have the eye on the prize? Going back to the eye, do you have your eye focused on what is best for you? What will bring you acceptance and optimism and joy and happiness? Again, the focus isn't too much on happiness. It's more about creating an environment and creating a community that has that energy exchange. That it's like happiness is a side effect of the choices we make that are for the betterment of ourselves. All right. So we're dealing here with acceptance. We're dealing here with acceptance. We're dealing here with the plethora, with the smorgasbord, with the charcuterie board of life's experiences and emotions. And that is the creative force that moves us forward. So tapping into your third eye, you can see beyond the drama, beyond the muck, beyond the mud, right? No mud, no lotus is what Thich Nhat Hanh said. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I'm sending you so much love and tarot magic, and I'll see you guys next time.